Previously on Trails in the Sky.
Yes, the sound of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. You're there, aren't you? Show yourself, Luciola.
Now I am Enforcer number 6 to the Grand Master of Ouroboros, Luciola the Bewitching Bell.
Lucy, promise me. If I can prove my worth, tell me why you're supporting the society.
I joined the society to better understand my own darkness. You remember 8 years ago, of course, how the leader of our troop perished falling from a cliff? I was with him, and I was the one who pushed him off. I couldn't forgive him for planning to leave us.
Wait, Luciola, you haven't finished answering yet. Why did you have to kill Mr. Harvey?
The next time we meet, I will tell you everything.
Seems you came up short.
Welcome.
The bewitching bell. Hello, Luciola. Lucy.
You actually got past the Blanc and Walter. I honestly didn't think you could. Well done, everyone.
Lucy, please keep your promise. You said you'd explain what you said about Mr. Harvey when we met next.
Ah, yes. The reason I killed him. So I did. Scherazard, let me begin with the question. What kind of man was Harvey to you?
What sort of question is that? I owed him my life for rescuing me from the streets. He was everything to me. I never knew my true parents. I always imagined, however, that my father would have to be someone like Harvey. So how could you?
He was a kind, warm, gentle soul. But you see, a circus cannot be kindness alone. Purely performing simply doesn't bring in enough mira. That income needs to be supplemented, be it with dirty deals or having performers engage in other lines of work. But Harvey insisted on keeping us going with honest money. So instead, he dipped into his private funds and then took on tremendous debt just to keep us going.
What? But I mean, Harvey never said anything about that or acted like it.
Despite his kind exterior, he had a will of iron. He ran up his debt here, there, and all across the continent. And in the end, he decided to leave the troupe to save us from it all. But his plan was to entrust the entire troupe to a wealthy acquaintance of his. If he remained troupe leader, he would only invite trouble for us as people came to collect his debts. In that case, it would be better to have someone he trusted watching over us. That was how he explained it to me that day.
But why? If he just told us, we could have helped him.
Oh, when he told me, I tried to convince him to stay. But he was Harvey. Kind as he could be, he was also stubborn as a mule. I still remember exactly what he told me. It's bad for a coward like me to stay with good people like all of you.
So that's why you...
Yes, precisely. When he told me, I felt completely betrayed. He gave us peace and happiness, and then he was going to leave us in the hands of someone we didn't know? If he's going to do that, I thought, I wish he'd never given us his hand in the first place. And so, I killed him.
Then, what about me?
What about...
You and Harvey were the ones who gave me peace and happiness, Lucy. You filled me with a warmth I never knew, living in the slums. But Harvey died, and then you disappeared. That's an even worse betrayal.
Yes, so it is. Scherazard, you have every right to hate me. Wield your hate and stand against me.
Lucy.
If nothing else, if you cannot defeat me, you have no hope against the three who wait above. Show me now that you can break the spell of the bewitching bell.
This ought to perk you up. Witness the dance of the bewitching girl. Hellfire! Now burn to ashes. Your fate is in my hands! what I got? Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Too slow! Wheel of time!
My soul and sword are as one! Righteous witness! That was the sword of Bender.
I see. You do, I think, have a right to go farther up.
Lucy, I need to correct you on something. Despite everything, I could never hate you. Even the fact that you left me. Or even this idea that you killed Harvey. It doesn't anger me, it just breaks my heart.
Schera. Scherazard, you don't?
But I just can't believe it, you know? That you'd kill Harvey over something like that. Even if it was a bad decision, it must have been hard for him. He was only trying to look out for us.
I suppose I can't really hide it, can I? There's a little more to that story. As I said, Harvey was being a bit of a mule, as he could be, stubborn and refusing to listen to my arguments. So, to try and persuade him, I confessed something I'd felt but kept secret for a long time.
What? Lucy, you and Harvey? I see.
Yes, I imagine it's quite a shock to you. You always saw him as a father figure to the both of us. And therein lay the problem. So did he. He saw me as a daughter, and cared for me deeply as one. There was no way he could return my feelings. Don't get carried away in the moment. Find someone who suits you. All these years later, I still remember exactly how he refused me. The refusal shocked me, of course, but even more than that, it scared me. I feared that now he knew how I felt, he would do what he could to make sure I found someone who suited me. That he would leave me behind forever, and we would never see one another again. That I would have no choice but to move on.
But
the moment I realized that was a possibility, something within me snapped. So that he could never leave me, so that he'd be mine forever. I gave in to the urges and took his life with my own hands.
Lucy.
That was the very moment I realized the darkness inside of me. And eventually, Ouroboros and the Grand Master found me and gave my inner darkness a purpose. And eventually, the path they set me on led me here. Now I suppose it leads to the end.
What? Lucy, no.
Your skill with the whips certainly improved. You were so clumsy with it when you started. Schera! Estelle? Joshua? I only need a moment to speak with her, if you don't mind. But...
Luciola, you really... Does this look like the time to be talking? I'll pull you up, just hold on.
Scheherazade, listen. Even to this day, I don't actually regret killing him. But leaving you was the worst thing I've ever done. I never forgave myself for it. I was always so afraid for what happened to that little girl I rescued from the streets. But you've turned out better than either Harvey or I could have ever hoped for. You found your way, and you're greater than either of us ever were.
Lucy, please, I'm begging you.
Just finding that out has made coming to Liberal worth it. Honestly, part of me wanted you to sit in judgment over me. A little greedy of me, I suppose.
Please, just hold on.
Oh, and Schera, dear? Remember, liquor is nice, but do try to moderate yourself, all right? Goodbye, my darling little Schera.
Luciola?
Schera?
Oh no. It's all right. Lucy always did love her theatrics. She'd never take a fall she couldn't recover from. I'm sure that someday we'll meet again.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, she can use that crazy paper magic or whatever, and didn't I see her, like, teleport or something? Yeah, I'm sure she'll be okay. Yeah. Yes. Do not force yourself to continue. You should return to the Arsail, I think.
No, there's no need.
Luciola would simply laugh at me if I gave up here. Let's keep going for now.
Schera. Yeah, let's go.
Well then, we have a terminal to deal with.